Hi, welcome to Telling a Dark Girl. Oh my god. So it's been a really long time. And I have something to get ready for today. It's a New Edition concert. That's tonight. So I don't know when you'll see this, but it's been passed. And hopefully it was amazing. Charlie Wilson's gonna be there. But then I just saw that Jodeci was on the ticket. So that's wild. But I'm really going for New Edition, but I loved Jodeci as a child. Like, I mean, I know that sounds kind of crazy given the kind of music Jodeci makes. But what I'm really looking forward to is they said all 6 of the New Edition members are gonna be there. This is Cherry Limeade Waterloo. I don't know if I've showed Waterloo on this channel before. I feel like I have because I drink it so much. But I don't know if I drink it on camera. Maybe I just talked about it. First, I'm going to do my hair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these antennas out. Let's turn that down. Vienna Blood is on MPT. And I'm going to use this to take it down, and then this to finish it up. I really like the smell of this, that's why. I mean, they all smell good, but this one, I'm really into this scent right now, and I feel like it really left my hair moisturized without it feeling greasy or ironically too wet. Showed you. This is the Twist Defining Custard. I'm just going to use that to take down and twist. Start here. But yeah, so the whole thing, I might not show you this whole thing, but real quick. I've been in these braids for almost a week, which is shorter than usual. Anyway. I just want to put these, because these were doing stuff. I had some different bang action going on. I had a whole concept week without you, because, you know, I do it in my regular life. The concept weeks are something I film for the channel, but I don't do exclusively for the channel. So, I've been doing concept weeks, I don't know, for a long time now. And it's just because it helps me just get things out of my system, and that's why I included it on this channel, because it did include makeup. So anyway, I had what I was calling princess hours. Part of that was me trying to experiment with hairstyles. Kelela, her song Frontline, and Let Me Know. They've been on repeat for like 5 days. This weird 2000s bang. And we're going to take this front bang and get it in there. And I'm going to try to... What am I going to try to do? Should I braid it? There. Okay. And we'll just do that. That's not so bad. I got these at Marshall's. The brand called Natasha. Lead compliant, made in China. I'm just gonna use black. Black. And then pull it one more time. I like the way it looks though. I like kind of how unbalanced it is. And then, like I said, just gonna... It goes out like that. Like, oh! I'm just gonna pat it especially at the back. Alright, you can finally get onto face stuff. This isn't face cream, but the face milk I think works. This is the chamomile one. Another thing I think they discontinued. Let's get a little Carmex. Let's bring you in for this part. Sorry about the lighting. One of my light bulbs blew. Face moisturized. And we're gonna go jump straight into eyebrows. I do my eyebrows very simply these days. Just gonna take this brush and I don't have any eyeliner. I went up in the Ulta yesterday and they didn't have any of the Cake Lollipop liner, because that's another thing I don't experiment too much with, eyeliner. I like the ones I like. So I'll just order it online and wait, which was not the point. Yeah, eyebrows done. That was fast, right? I just fill them in these days. I don't know. I think I just like them a little filled in. Really natural. Just trying to emphasize the natural of my brow while I still have them. Because I was hairier than this my whole life. And I just like noticed like less hair in certain places. And then like, you know. So I'm like, well, if I'm getting less hair, like say on my arms and like my legs, what's next? Moving on to eyes. I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. I'm wearing black velvet thunderstorming. That wasn't my original outfit, but going to a concert hall, I'm going to be hot. You know what? Blue. We're going blue. We're gonna do a very nude and blue eye. Yep. I got the mini down here. This is the chocolates, Juvia's. And we're just gonna throw a little bit of the little brown up on the eye. It's a little warm for the blue I'm about to put up here. So we'll mix it with that guy and make our perfect nude. Because this brown's also a little warm. We'll just, you know. Oh, 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 oh. Stick to the status quo. If you wanna be, I'll move you in even more. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring up the exposure so you can see. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. First video back, it's already a mess. So we're just gonna get this base on here. Can you see? I love brown on my lid. Get up on that outline as well. Okay. Take our little blending brush and just really just get up in this part. We're just keeping this real simple. Real simple. So we're done. 1. I choose you! Blue attack! This one, which is, who is that? VR Violet. VR Violet. And Astro White. We're going to use both of those. I'm just going to put that all over. Wow, that's pretty. Alright, just get it up there, up past the crease. Yep, yep, yep. And go into the Astro White. Okay, really focus it straight up the middle. Sorry you couldn't see that. Hi. Really dab it on the lid though. And then just buff it up the middle. Boop, 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 boop. There. I love that. I think that's going to really sparkle nicely at night. Yeah. We will use this again to draw eyeliner with Innisfree. I'll throw a little bit of eyeline on here at the end. Whee! Okay. And at the other side. And then we will use Pat McGrath and Black Radiance. Bum. Eyes. Done. Get out of here. Throw a little primer on. Who is it? Me. Oh yeah, come in. Hi. Alright, I'm out. I was gonna wear blush, but I like the way things are right now. I do want to put a bit of highlight on the nose. This is their Black Hole number 4. Okay, whatever. But that's what I'm going to use. And actually put it on the inner corner. Beep. Beep. I actually haven't put stuff on the inner corner in a minute, but tonight's the night. And then we'll just take some right there. Right at the bridge. Beep. Oh, it's 5:24. It's time for me to get dressed. I don't think I'm gonna wear a lip. You could though. I have to carry it in my pocket because apparently they have no bags. You can't carry no bags. And I'm like, I got stuff, but you know, I'll obey the rules. I want to see my concert. And that's it. I'll show you in a different light. Hi. I've decided to turn this into a concept week. We're getting ready for work. That's not the concept. The concept is, if you saw the title, some days in my life. Bang, bang. After being out, I wasn't even out that late, but I stayed up a little late because I was drinking. I don't like going to bed super, like, tipsy. Put some of that shit away. I'm gonna wear contacts. I don't always wear contacts to work, but maybe I won't wear contacts. Cut to me wearing contacts. Anyway, glasses into your little house. I think I'll go ahead and use this today. I was going to use this because in the past, like, I don't know, couple months, I just keep using this. It's kind of rainy today. Maybe I'll do a little 1-2 with the purple. Maybe I'll just stay in this, no, this land here. We're gonna use Taboo, Extreme Dusk, and most likely I might go into a different glitter. So, Taboo first. Wow. Oh man, you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna include my wrap-up clip in the night. I might just take that, not put that there, but New Edition was amazing. They came busting. So was Charlie Wilson. And Jodeci was great. You know, I love me some Jodeci. I did not expect them to be the opener, but it makes sense. I was discussing that with my sister. You have three kind of major people. The headliner is New Edition. So they were going to be last, but you can't have like Charlie Wilson open the show. Like, as big as Jodeci is, I feel like Charlie Wilson has such a legacy. Like, if you had to choose between the two, the one with the least seniority would go first. And I would say that's Jodeci. I did not expect Jodeci's set to be so short. Charlie Wilson had like 4 outfit changes, and it was amazing. It was amazing. And he was like shaking it. He was talking about he just had knee surgery. I was like, man, you better watch how you just got those knees. I didn't even do my eyebrows. We're not going to do eyebrows today. We're just going to let them hang. Anyway, so that was a lot of fun. It still has makeup on it. When does it not? But anyway, the first song out, New Edition, was Candy Girl. And they did my song, If It Isn't Love. I used to force my sisters to dance with me. That's how much I loved it. I learned the choreography. I was obsessed. I mean, and they was hitting that choreography. Like, they was hitting that choreography. Like, crisp. Oh, they look so amazing. I'm just gonna do the outside, I think. Yeah, something like this. Something like that. Kind of like a wing, but not really. Okay. Cute. I'm gonna bring it up a little higher, like up here. I'm gonna have to get some other brushes. Not because the ones I use aren't doing anything, but mainly because I'm lazy. And I don't want to have to keep cleaning them every time I want to use them. I just want to pick up a new clean brush. You know, that's ridiculous. So it's like, just clean the brushes you have. You don't do enough to have more brushes. And I will take our trusty dusty blending brush and just blend the edge there and blend this edge here. Like I said, I'm not always the best blender in the world, but... And then we'll take some of that dark brown, the extreme dusk, right? Hello? Hello? I'm just giving myself a little mood today. And another thing, so I took an Uber or whatever. And can somebody, like, please tell these fucking Uber drivers to not, like, shoot their shot while you're in their car? It just feels dangerous because they know an address. Like, come on. That shit is highly inappropriate. Like, it's not. You gotta, like, draw firm lines and stuff. And you don't even want to be thinking about that. You just want to mind your damn business. So that shit is not cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get your rating fucked up out here because I'm not playing with you hoes. Don't hit on people in your car. You're at work. You didn't meet them at a bar. Just, you know what I'm saying? Meet people after hours like everybody else. It's like, it's not a retail place. Like, you know, you can have some jobs where you might be able to meet someone organically while you're at work, but it's because you have no connection to the residence or to their location. Except for the place y'all are in. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Alright, so that's another reason why I don't usually take Uber anyway. But I knew I was going to be drinking, and last night was not a night I was trying to drive anywhere. So, alright, I think I'll leave my eyes like that. Then I'll just take that same bronze. Anyway, does anyone else feel like that? Even if you don't have Uber in your country, like in general, like a taxi driver, right? I don't know, like official taxis. I'm sure someone maybe had that experience, but it seems to only happen in Ubers for me. In a taxi driver, I always get like I don't know, grown men with families who aren't unprofessional. Whatever. I think I'll just stick to public transportation if I can help it, like I have been. Alright, so then we're just going to use a little bit of brown liner. Pow. I should have brought you in for the eyes, shouldn't I? Don't worry. Today's the day I get a light bulb. This needs to be sharpened. Am I going to do it? No. I just connect it like a little triangle. Whee! It's on the Mink Milk. That's the name of me and my sister's stationery company. Anyway, this color is just called Mink. I always like the way that looks. Bam! Colossal Maybelline. I think this is in black. It is. I kind of wanted to use brown mascara, but without. Well, a little bit with, but more with. Die! Gives a nice clean, like, pow. You know what I mean? You can layer it up, but I don't usually layer the cat eye one. Get back! Little elf primer. I'm very satisfied with how this looks. Hopefully after work I can get my nose re-pierced. We're done. Just for a full picture. I won't take it off though. Work makeup. Wink. Done. Boo, boo, boo. But next time y'all see me, I better have my nose back. You are now watching this from simultaneously the future and the past. Dun-dun. I said the next time I came here, I'd have my nose ring back. There it is. They gave me this aftercare. Make sure you get piercing aftercare. You guys won't see that. I went ahead and edited it out. Alright, and you just clean the little nozzle. Make sure you cover it. And I personally did that once in the morning and once at night. And that's all there is to it. Nose ring. Back. Now I'll throw it back to the past for me, to the future for you, and then kind of to the past in general. Hi. I didn't show you Saturday or Sunday because I just went to work. I didn't wear makeup. Lighting's better, right? I put in a bulb that I had. I forgot it was sitting up there for when that bulb went out. Found it. So you'll have to excuse me while I do something real quick. I'm back. And get into this. So we're using that. Green cap. I haven't used the green cap before. All-in-one mattifying. Alright, so this might be better for summertime offer bang. Since I'm getting my nose pierced today, I won't wear any foundation because they just wipe that off your nose and the surrounding area anyway. I think I already told this story. The point is I went online to Beauty Bakery and it's even sold out there. So my sister says they might be reformulating it. I think they're discontinuing it. Time will tell who was right. I hope it's her. Although if they're reformulating it, will I still like it? At least I'd be able to give it a chance. There are certain things, I've said this before, I think I've said it in this video, there are certain things that I just don't want to bother finding new stuff for. I don't want to experiment. I want to use the thing I like and the thing that performs the way I want it to. My skin's being a little weird. Really want my toner back. But I will do something on my eyes. I think I'm just going to go matte. Put the deep velvet on my eyes. Oh, should I bring you in? Yeah. And then I'm going to use, who's this? It's a little pinkish one. That guy. Whee! Just literally all over there. And then we'll take that corner guy, this guy, this guy, and put it on the inner corner. Beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. And the end. Throw on a little bit of mascara. Am I going to do eyeline today? Yes. Bottom. Eyes. Almost done. Now we're just going to use Mega Protein. Done. Good old Mega Protein. Boop, boop. Eyes. Done. Of course, I'm using the discontinued Yoko. I'm literally so tired of companies dropping the thing that I like the most. And done. Bottom. See you on the next day I'm filming for this. Hi, welcome to Dog at Darko. This is the whatever day this is. Concept week. Let's bring you in. Today is a day for spending money, aka errands day. So I already ran my errands, but unfortunately I'm beginning to think that the rice cooker is broken and I should have bought one while I was out. But anyway, I came here because, oh, let me start screen recording, because errand day and getting a paycheck was destined for the top thing that I want this channel to do, and that is community-centered giving. So I was actually going to manually put together like a care package and send it to a like nonprofit of choice, but I found the nonprofit I was looking at, they had a wish list. Even though it's only 3 things long, I have enough money to get 2 of those things. So you should be seeing that here. And what I'm going to do is get these 2. My mother told me a long time ago you can never have enough diapers. I actually preempted this a while back. Continue shopping. And then I'll just get the Tide Pods. Add to cart. Okay. So that'll be $80. And there you go. That's all it is to it. So this is for House of Ruth. But after I check out, I'm going to show you where I found all these different nonprofit like organizations that have wish lists. So let me check out real quick. This is it. This is what's happening. So I turned my screen recording back on just to show you this scene where it's asking me to include a cash donation. So that's another thing. If they can use this money to do something else, you know, it's not on a wish list, boom, right? Like sometimes you need cash. Like petty cash is important for any business. So a nonprofit, even though they're not for profit, it's still a business entity, as in they have operations. So the petty cash could help things with like gas, delivering this stuff, or even something like getting someone a coffee so they can sit down and have a consultation at the House of Ruth. So the cash can go to a lot of different things like that, or it can just help with daily things like getting paperwork out or keeping this website up, all that kind of stuff. So don't be afraid of giving cash if you can't, like, you know, like think of what to get. Wish lists are helpful. Cash is always helpful. I'm gonna get $5 and we're gonna submit order. Thank you for your donation. Da-da-dan. So this is also just me sharing these things because this is what the behind the scenes of this channel is for. But also kind of like proof shots to let you guys know that we're really trying over here. So this is the site that I'm on. It is domesticshelters.org. They give a lot of information here. And then if you're somebody, oh Lord have mercy, that might have been triggering. I'm going to cut that part out because there were some news articles at the bottom and the wording might trigger somebody. So that's why you just see that clip disappear. Oh, they had detergent on here? Well, I got Tide Pods detergent, but they had the liquid one. I guess Tide Pods is a little better though because you can kind of carry that even like in a plastic bag because they're encapsulated. You can just carry Tide Pods like in a purse, really. Find other organizations to help. That's what I was trying to find for you. That button. So find shelters with wish lists. This, you search for wish lists by location. So then we have Child and Adolescent Protection Center. My parents, especially my mother, protecting children, I think might have been her top priority. It was like protecting children, health. For my last thing, I will pick that. So you can put in your thing, you can make it local like I am, or you can do something across the country. So this is the wish list for the Child and Adolescent Protection Center. The reason why I picked this is because I already picked it before I started this video, because I only have so much money, and so I was trying to just pick something that I felt would actually go far enough. I just want it to be helpful. It's important to get people essentials, but it's just as important and essential to get people things that reaffirm that there's more to life than struggle. And I feel like when you see things like Uno and these games and a baby doll, you know, those are the kinds of, the xylophone, those are the things that reaffirm that there's still some joy in life. It gives people a little bit of respite. Like, you know, all right, okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get, personally, in my personal opinion, between Wendy's and Burger King, because I'm going to get a food card, I would pick Burger King. So, with that in mind, I'm going to add the Burger King to the cart. Oh, because of shipping. Okay, if I'm going to spend $55 anyway, right? They said free shipping on wishlist purchases over $50. I personally think it's better to get to $50 because I'm already at $40. You see that, 38? I'm already at $40. Spend $10 on shipping or $10 on an item somebody can actually have. So let's go find something for $10. That underwear was $10. Oh look, baby cottons. Okay, so this is the cart for the Child and Adolescent Protection Center. We got Burger King, Mattel, Newbie Ice Gel, and Gentle Infant Formula. Alright, and so now the shipping is free because it's $54 total. And handling or whatever, so then it becomes $62. So again, I will proceed to checkout and come right back. And we're back. This one we are hard pressed, so I fortunately cannot give them a cash donation because of how much everything has become. So sorry about that. Submit order. Done. Thank you for your donation. Oh, wasn't that the same number I had last time? Screenshot. And there you go. So there you have it. DomesticShelters.org. There's a bunch of places across the U.S. with wish lists. If you're not in the U.S., I don't know how your country will operate, but maybe there's also something similar to some nonprofit or shelter organizations in your country. So today was just that. I haven't shown you the last like 4 days because it was just me at work. And again, I did not wear makeup. Actually, I wore makeup on Monday, but I think I filmed that. Anyway, bye. Bye. Hi, welcome to Delicate Dark Girl and my dry face. Hold on, let me turn my selfie has down. Anyway, I was looking at that footage and, oh, this is, like give you guys the ambiance channel I'm watching. Coffee shop vibes. Anyway, I was looking through the footage and I felt like I needed to end it with a makeup look. So, that is what I came back here to do. When I was filming those other ones, I hadn't made a new intro yet. But I've made a new intro. How do you guys like that? I like it for now. I can see myself changing it soon though. Sorry if you missed the old music. It might come back. It might not. Alright, then I will find out what colors I'm going to use. So I just clicked on the first thing. Spin the wheel. Oh, click to spin. Still spinning. Yellow. So yellow is the color of the day. I'm trying to make sure I have enough yellow to make it the color of the day. Usually now, I go into random and I have to pick whether I'm going to use my drugstore palette, my luxury palette, or my mid-level palette. So then I put in all the brands that are, fit whatever level it came up. I don't think some of my other brands even have yellow. So it's between ABH and Juvia's Place. Ba-bum. Me and yellow have a strange relationship. It works really well on my face. However, I can't get yellow eyeshadows to perform well on my face unless I'm making it a blush. When I used to mix yellow into my blush. But like, I don't know. Me and yellow can't perform well on the eyes for some reason. It doesn't matter who I use. So let's get started. No time to fuss. So we're going to start in the Nomad. Kapang. I'll just use this one. Let's see. You know what today's goal is? Today turned out to be a challenge for one. If I can get yellow to really show up and do what it does on everyone else's eye for me. I just don't get it. I don't get what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I have to use eye primer when I use yellow, unlike when I use other things. Boom, bum, bum. Alright, here we go. I'm going to use the one with the sparkle. Mix it with the Subculture one. Edge. Close up. Here we go. I didn't really think about how I wanted to put this on. I kind of just started patting it. Okay. Let's see if it stays there while I do the other eye though. Pushing it in there, like saturation feel the rhythm. Yellow just always disappears on my eyelids. Maybe it's because my eyelids are the oily type. I don't necessarily want to change that. You put a lot of good pairing colors in this palette, like things that will go well with these other ones, like that look really good with the yellow. We're going to go back in that, but this time we're going to mix up a little bit of that. And we're just going to add a little more color to the outside. Alright, just pull it out this way, kind of bring it this way. Real easy, real lackadaisical. And then we'll just use that little sage color and go up under here. I don't want to get the edges of the yellow. I'm too scared to blend the yellow. I'm thinking about using this color because I really like it, but the ABH palette has a color I also really like, this electric, and so we're going to use electric. Woo it. Aw, I hate it. You ruined everything. Let's just take it all the way. That's what we have to do. You're now a sparkle edge. Bring it and pull it. Oh. This is the price you pay for ambition. You know what might fix this? Nothing. You know what might fix this really? Hi. Sorry, we got lost there. Whatever. Alright. See, with eyeliner, it's not so bad. Right? Yup. I like that. So hair and blush too. Use Lena. Oops. Tao. And Yara. All three. Now I will take Lena, Yara, and the yellow that I put on my face from Subculture Edge. Done. It's a little strange. Okay. See ya.